It's 2026! Now, listen, as much as I would love to crack into Chris and, you know, the new McQueen and Speedy Comet in today's video is unfortunately not about 2026. Not yet. We're gonna get to them. However, we have to finish what we started. We have to finish Race and Rescue. Hey guys, it's Nether. Welcome back to yet another video. Today, we are finally wrapping up Race and Rescue with the final two releases that I have been missing this entire time. We've got every other release. We were just missing these two. We've got Luigi and Guido and Kathy Copter. Ironically, my first look at Luigi and Weido is his 2026 release. A bit funny, but alright. And I also, you know, these guys are now being made in China, so there's a couple differences, but we're going to go over that just a little bit later. For right now, let's take a look at Kathy, because she technically, I guess, came first-ish? I don't know. Kathy here is coming out of Case Z of 2025, which is really interesting. I mean, it's so funny. I ran into Case Z like 4 times, found Cal 4 times, and never found Kathy until the 4th time I found Cal, which is just ridiculous. But man, am I finally am I just so excited to finally have Kathy so I can finish this damn collection. And there is Kathy's splash art. There she is in there. You know, whether you like it or not, up to you. But you know, Kathy is part of Race and Rescue, and gotta crack her open. 2024, just, you know, the regular Race and Rescue background, new for 2025 on the top right, which Luigi and Guido do not have because they aren't new, so, because this is their, you know, 2026 release. But either way, very interesting difference there on the packaging. I think the back is also obviously different because these are now being made in China, which means that the back is nice and glossy instead of this rough material. And Kathy's card is like super bent up because I found her before school, threw her in my bag, and forgot she was there. So oh well. But without any further ado, let's finish what we started, folks. And here we have Miss Kathy Copter for Race and Rescue, and there she is. 2 propellers there. She's got her microphone. I mean, she's not in the book, so I really don't care for her being a part of this series. I'm going to be really honest. But I mean, it's not a bad look. I kind of like how funny she is. It doesn't make any sense as to why she's here, but on the side there we see Radiator Springs Race and Rescue along with the rescue tagline, the stripes that all the other rescue vehicles have. So they're all on theme. There's the bottom, made in Thailand, of course, Mattel, Disney, Pixar. This little searchlight thing, I think, I'm not totally sure. I might sound like deaf because I am sick, so just forgive me. Back propeller, front propeller is all here and accounted for in Kathy Copter's release for 2025. Let's quickly throw her on the turntable because I'm already here, and I might as well. Gotta actually turn it on. That would be nice. And there is Kathy Copter. Now, I do have an OG Kathy Copter for us to compare her to. What I like about the Race and Rescue one, I will say, is the fact that the blue highlights the top part, which makes it look like a hat. I think that's really funny. I'm not sure if Kathy's released previously like that, but it's a nice little touch. But either way, I mean, I don't know. I really don't have much to say. I mean, it's Kathy Copter. She's in a Race and Rescue attire. And that's about it. I don't totally hate her for this line, but I don't like the fact that she isn't even in the book and she got a whole toy for her. You know, that's a bit irritating, but comparing the two, they're basically identical. Except this is a China release, so it is made a little bit differently. It's Pixar China. This is made in Thailand. Expression is exactly the same, except this one has its teeth colored in. That's basically the same. This actually is a little bit different, the microphone piece. I like it more on the Thailand version. There's a full 360 look. Let's compare the propellers. Basically the same. Nothing super duper crazy here. There we have Kathy. Finally added to this collection. Finally. Because, oh my god. I just found it insanely tragic that the last Race and Rescue car almost was Kathy effing Copter, which is like the least exciting one, which is why I wasn't going to do this video with just her. You're out of your damn mind. She wasn't getting reviewed alone, which is why we also have Luigi and Guido here to take a look at. These guys have been on my radar for so long. Like, it's genuinely taken me months because none of my stores ever got Case W, which I think is Case X. None of my stores got Case X. I've checked 5 different Targets. None of them ever got the Luigi and Weido case. I had to get Cruz from the 2-pack with Danny. I never got Luigi and Weido, and this is my first time having them on the new 2026 appearance in a China variant, which is really funny that a tiny piece of my Race and Rescue collection is going to be in China. There we go, made in China, as opposed to Kathy's made in Thailand there. Very interesting how they're changing it for 2026. It's been a very hot topic of debate, interestingly enough, that these guys are now being made in China. I think the quality is going to be a little bit better, but we will see. And with that, let's crack these guys open, and they're just going to slide right out. Finally, Race and Rescue is complete for me. Let's do them one at a time. Let's start with Luigi here. I'm not a huge fan of this one, if I'm going to be honest. I think the big flag with the caution logo is kind of stupid. I would have preferred like just a checkered flag like he had in his Fireball Beach release. But it's not all bad. There's a decal on the side, Radio Race and Rescue, which you can barely read. There's the back, Race and Rescue. It's a little bit more clear, I think, on this one than on the Thailand release. Very, very simple. And on the bottom, made in China. How refreshing it is to see that in a diecast nowadays, huh? And now here we have Weido. Probably, I've seen a lot of people call this their favorite because the Firefighter head is so cute. And I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to agree. He is so funny. I adore this one. Just the right amount of detail. Honestly, he's a really funny one for this little collection here. I'm not sure if he looks like this in the book, because I don't own the book, truthfully, but he is really, really nice looking. Let's just really quickly give them a little 360 on the turntable, so that way we can see them in their full glory. And there they go. I think I love Weido way more than Luigi. I don't know. That checkered flag, that flag he has just looks... It looks ridiculous. I don't know what else to say. But of course, we got to pit them up against their older variants. These guys are a little bit beat up. I apologize. I don't really have fresh Luigi and Weidos in my collection. But immediately, there are a ton of differences. Way too many for me to list. Like, obviously, like, you know, the decals are different. Luigi is a brighter yellow, which is interesting. You know, obviously, the Race and Rescue decals are all there. And these are both China, I believe. Yes, they are. So this is a valid comparison. But, like, there's no... The silver trimming for, like, the handle, I guess you can call it, is not there on Race and Rescue. You know, the Race and Rescue logo obviously has the logo, the name, everything else. I don't know. Which one do you guys prefer? Like, would you like, if this Race and Rescue Luigi was just, like, yellow, would you prefer it to the original one? I know, I do like the Race and Rescue Luigi's expression more. But that's just me. And real quick, let's do Weido as well. Forklifts are... What are these called? The tongs? I don't know what the hell they're called. The thingies are black instead of gray. The little side rods, or not side rods. What the hell am I saying? These aren't Thomas trains. What does a side rod have to do? His little fender, I guess you can call it, is yellow, obviously. He has a little nice red lining on the bottom, which I actually do think is quite classy for Weido. And obviously the biggest difference is his expression. That's a joke. The biggest difference is, of course, the fact that Race and Rescue Luigi and Weido has this massive, massive cap. Which really, really does look good. It's really, really funny. It's a nice little diecast. I do really like it. And on the bottom, obviously, they're both going to say made in China. But they are quite a bit different under there. So, interesting thing to point out. But with that, I mean, finally, my Race and Rescue collection is complete. It's kind of crazy that it took me this long since everyone else already has their full Race and Rescue collection videos already out. Like, I know PCP has his already finished and done with, and it took me this long. I blame my targets for literally never getting Case W. That was really annoying, honestly. But I'm happy to finally have my collection done and finished now. Really quick, let's do a full wrap-up on all of the Race and Rescue diecasts that were from this line. Just real quick to bring it all home and to top off Race and Rescue once and for all. And after months and months of hunting, we are finally done with Race and Rescue. It feels a little bittersweet, I will admit. This is the first Extended Universe line, and hopefully not the last, where I've been collecting from the very start of the line to the end, at least here on YouTube. So I can't say with my full whole heart that I hate this line. I just wish my first was like the GRC or something. With a total of 17 total releases, not counting Luigi and Guido as separate ones, this collection is quite massive. I mean, there are so many cars a part of this, and I still hold my, my opinion from the ranking video where I believe this is a B tier extended universe line, because by all definitions it isn't terrible. I do like it more than like fan favorites or the Christmas and Easter lines, but I don't think it's perfect by any means. I think a lot of the resources that were put into the rescue vehicles could have been put into more racers and something better, but I think the line gets a little more flack than it deserves, or sorry, a little more criticism than it deserves, because seeing them all together like this, I will admit, is pretty damn cool. And I just love the look of those rally racers, and just seeing them all together finally, and all the rescue vehicles together finally, the line feels super duper complete, and I couldn't be happier about it. So let me know what you guys feel, or how you guys feel about Race and Rescue finally being over and done with. Personally, although I enjoyed my time with it, I am more than happy to kiss it a very, very sweet goodbye going into 2026. And here's hoping that 2026 has some really good stuff planned for us. I'm holding out hope. I don't know about you guys, but I have a good feeling. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one for more Cars content. And I promise I'm not flaking out on you guys. That, community post is happening, and you guys were very, very vocal. So this upcoming Wednesday, we're going to be taking a look at Speedy Comet for 2026, because he got like basically all of the comments on that community post. So we're going to be taking a good look at him next week. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one for more Cars content. Like and subscribe if you're new, and let me know, out of all of the releases from Race and Rescue this year, which is your favorite. For me, I think it's either going to be one of the two next gens up here, Storm and Danny, or maybe even Cruz. I don't know, guys. I think my favorite might be Copter. Because that's just everyone's favorite release for the year. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you then. Take care.